But you can get it worldwide on dazn pay-per-view beginning at 9.
Where it will be available for purchase on one pay-per-view starting at 9 p.m. worldwide. Jake Paul has never wavered in his belief in his ability to succeed as a professional boxer. "Now kick my ass. That's good, bro. Good work," he says. "My next fight is against the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I believe I can see Jake doing well in the first 3 rounds, but after that it's going to start to become more and more of a fight, and he's really going to have to stand there." Superstar Mike Perry. Originally, Paul was supposed to face the heavyweight boxing legend Mike Tyson on this date. Mike and Tyson had to reschedule their fight for November 15th due to a medical issue. But just because Jake isn't competing against Mike Tyson doesn't mean that Mike Perry will win easily. In fact, Mike Tyson himself received a warning from Vander Holyfield that the professionals have already determined who will prevail. Perry doesn't really hold my attention. Instead of waiting for Tyson, I'm saying, "Oh, you don't know what a dog Mike Perry is. Yeah, he's a pit bull now," in response to all the comments that said, "Dude, you must think it's bare knuckle. This is Fox." Paul made the decision to continue working out and accepted a new challenge. He will face Mike Perry, one of his most formidable opponents to date. Perry has an outstanding record in bare knuckle boxing, going unbeaten and winning against well-known fighters like Luke Rockhold, Eddie Alvarez, and Michael Venom Page. 185. I'm Sam, near perfect here, perfect platinum at 185, so Darren till he ain't going to answer that call because he had time off too. Perry is not new to boxing. He has achieved some success in the sport, including a memorable victory in a hybrid rules match in 2021 against pro boxer Michael Seals. Despite his stellar resume, Perry starts the fight as the underdog. According to the opening odds, a $100 wager on Perry would return $190, while a $240 wager on Paul would return $100. This indicates that Perry has a 34% chance of winning, while Paul is favored with a 70% chance. Jake Paul 230 PBS. Since leaving the UFC in 2021, Perry has made a significant impact in the combat sports industry, earning the title of King of Violence in BKFC. His most recent accomplishment was a swift 60-second knockout of Thiago Alves, a former PAF champion and past UFC title challenger, raising his record to an amazing 5 on the other side. With a perfect 9-0 record in boxing, Jake Paul has defeated former UFC stars like Tyron Woodley, both Anderson Silva and Nate Diaz. In 2023, he only had a split decision loss to Tommy Fury. Paul has established a reputation for taking on well-known opponents and making waves in the boxing community. MMA fighters are worthless. You can't box for Evander Holyfield, a legendary boxer who is aware of the risks associated with the boxing ring and has respect for iron. Speaking to Fight Hub TV, Holyfield first commented on the highly awaited battle between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, which is currently scheduled for November 15th. But his observations also illuminated Paul's impending matchup with the formidable Mike Perry. "You can't come up to me and act like these boys on social media. This is real life, and I treat you that way when I'm in your face." The argument with Perry Holyfield provided a sobering viewpoint. Jake Paul exudes confidence, but he faces a formidable opponent in Mike Perry. Perry, according to Jake, is quicker and more aggressive. If Jake stays close to Perry and uses his speed, he may have a chance, but if he tries to keep his distance, he may get caught in this manner. "I was making fun of you, bro. You're losing this game where your hair is moving away from your head. Hey bro, I'm heading to Turkey soon. Some of us aren't as fortunate to have lush hair as you, bro." Paul, who rose from being a YouTube sensation to become a legitimate boxing contender, the sport still generates a lot of news and revenue for the world. Holyfield feels the same way about Tyson's strength as he does about Perry's ability to fight. Like Tyson, Mike Perry is dangerous. He's erratic and swift like a snake. If you give him room, he'll attack, but if you charge him, you can stifle his strength. It all comes down to strategy, despite his insightful observations. Holyfield acknowledged that either fighter may win the Paul versus Perry match, but he refrained from offering a definitive prediction. The concern is whether Jake Paul can withstand a solid blow. I haven't seen him really put to the test against a puncher like Perry. If Perry makes a nice shot, Paul's relationship with Mike might end. For as many rounds as it goes, Perry as a dog is not a bad bet. Paul will be working the entire while you're fighting a straight dog, staying on his back foot. Remember that just as Tyson Perry has a past, so did Holyfield's reflections on Tyson's previous performance, which further deepened his analysis. You never know what can occur in a battle. Tyson once gave up the fight in the ring after becoming fatigued and declaring he was done. The legendary Mike Tyson, who was expected to compete gave Jake some really wise counsel. Paul about his impending battle with Mike crowd cheers. Perry is renowned for his sharp insights and harsh honesty. Tyson informed Paul about the risks without holding back. If he can adjust his skills to the boxing ring, Harry, a fighter with a reputation for being fierce and aggressive, may be a difficult opponent. Based on Perry's fighting prowess and killer instinct, Tyson was worried about Paul. In an interview, Paul gave Tyson guidance, and it was revealed that the former heavyweight champion had sincere concerns about the bout. Tyson was worried that I would enter this battle. Paul said, "I wonder what Jake is thinking about this guy." Mike, despite Tyson's warning, Perry has some concerns because he is a killer. Paul maintained his assurance, saying, "I'd take him out." Music, crowd cheers. He gave Tyson his word that he was prepared for the task. "Tyson, I'm going to put this guy to sleep, so don't worry. This is the Mike appetizer, and you're next." Paul's unwavering confidence displayed a rare display of humility and respect for Tyson's viewpoint. Paul also gave fans an update on Tyson's health, letting them know that the boxing legend was doing well and had resumed training. Paul's regard for Tyson's health was noteworthy, given his usual brash attitude toward his opponents. Tyson had good reason to be concerned about Paul. Mike Perry, a strong fighter with a history of forceful and decisive wins, is well known for his success in bare-knuckle boxing. Perry could be a formidable opponent because of his ability to transition from bare-knuckle fighting to orthodox boxing. Mike Perry follows him in the same manner as he follows these individuals in the knuckles and causes harm to Jake. Like he did with Luke, Paul began to doubt himself after recently knocking out Thiago Alves in just 60 seconds.